Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare with Life is Feudal Forest Village. I just noticed that the sound is, at least for me, a little bit too loud. That is way better. For you it should still be the same. So, this is now already the second try to record this episode, because last time, well, a critical crash happened. My software crashed together with it and nothing of the recorded stuff was reusable. And that of course was quite shitty. And yeah, let's hope it works now way better. So what we are going to do here is we will have to prepare a little bit more for winter, because, well, we now have 2,500 food available, but that won't enough for the in the long run. We will also have to build several bakeries, because apparently one bakery for such a big wheat field is not enough. Oh yeah, and then we will start upgrading more of the shacks, so that we can get more people living here. But before that, we will have more food available. So, and since I already tried out in the last episode to build stuff here, the 3D terrain really proved to be a pain in the ass. Therefore, we are now going to flatten the ground, just a teeny tiny little bit. And we will also do it in the water. The issue with that is, of course, it will look ugly as fuck. Okay, how do we want this? So, and I will hate myself for that later when I see the results. Okay, so we have nearly 1,800 logs available for firewood. Here, we don't need so many builders. And yeah, that one hunter could still be gatherer, so that we have a bit more food available. And soon those farmers will be jobless and they can also participate here in the terraforming process. And then we of course also need to check how much does a bakery cost again, because it was fucking expensive. And there we can see we have enough for one, but not enough for two. We will definitely have to build a clay mine later, or clay pit in that case. And what we are also going to do in this episode, or in the next one, well, in the near future, yeah, let's agree on that. We will build more fields so that we can have like 10,000 potatoes. Though that is actually bullshit, since the medieval age did not know anything about potatoes. But yeah, this is just some inaccuracy done by the developers. So, and we have now nearly 3,000 food. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is awesome. So, and what we are also going to build is a school, so that our people are even more productive and that our teenagers have something to work, something to do. Oh, a stonemason died in an accident. Andy. Well, Andy, sorry. But that's life. Though you weren't a stonemason, you were a free worker, and we're just... let's not think about it, please. Yeah, you don't need to work on that. For a very simple reason. It's summer. And you can see also here, there aren't that many potatoes that will grow. It's not summer, it's nearly winter. Yay, it's raining. Okay, we are making progress. Also, I don't know if I already said that in the last episode, but as you might remember, I wanted to change tool reserves are low. Yes, they are below 50. That is a falsely set trigger right here. Yeah, like before that I had a lower thing, but apparently the trigger is set like, oh yay, notify the player as soon as you have a bit below 50 tools. So I even get a warning message if I actually raised the tools from a lower amount to the now something slightly below 50. And that is a shame. So gather immediately, because otherwise we are going to lose this harvest. And I can't allow that to happen, and a few hundred... Oh, look, we have made some progress here. That's good. You cannot build in this area. Are you fucking kidding me? Is it because the terraforming is not yet finished? I hope so. Gather the crops! I need them. We need them. And there we can see already the ugly wall. The ugly terraforming wall. Okay, we also won't need our gatherers anymore. That is good. You can go on and gather some fish. And what we are also going to need is... Actually, we need a higher wood production. So, time to also build here a forester lodge. So, are we now done here? Nearly. I still can't believe how ugly this entire thing is. But hey. Okay, now I can build here. That's good. And here I could even place another bakery. That, of course, is even better. Oh, thanks autosave, I got rid of all my fishermen. Okay, and of course a bakery will demand fresh water. Since we don't want this salty seawater, we're going to take it from here. And seriously, even on medium, the bloom is way too strong for in winter. Forester's Lodge, construction complete. Perfect. Then time to man it properly. And we will also increase our firewood production because we already lost 400 firewood. Which is quite a lot, I dare to say. So what will it actually cost to upgrade these shacks later? Oh, not much. Just a bit wood, stone, and hay. Okay, so finish this bakery, please. And here's another thing, we can't find clay in the normal world. So we actually will have to build a clay pit. Maybe I will even expand the entire village into the sea. And create there a floating island. Yeah, why not that? Why not building here a bridge and create here a big island with all our agriculture? So that is the first thing that is getting raided. Once there are Vikings in the game. So, the bakery is done. That's good. The well is also done. Well done. Oh god, that pun was bad. So, you can here all go back. We still have enough food to get through winter. So, I believe it is time for some resource gathering. Have fun, dear workers. And now the big collection has started. We'll completely rid this part of wood. Of forest. So, Child Kylon has grown up and is ready to study. Yeah, that is good for Kylon. But I personally, honestly, don't care. Or I mean, I couldn't care less. So we had over 2,000 food, now we are down at 1,700. Well, at least we got some bread here, right? We will definitely go for more potatoes. And we will then also start with a few orchards. So once we have a proper amount of wood, we can start with a clay mine. Oh, it actually is a clay mine. So here we get 5,500 out of it. 3,000, 4,000. Yeah, this here will be the... this here will be the best location. But we will not assign any builders yet, simply because we don't have these resources. We still need over 100 more wood. Oh right, herbalists also can't work in winter. Totally forgot about that little detail. I will simply continue with the terraforming here. Or, that here will just be our coastline, and later we can still build a ramp for that. But we can flatten all this area properly. No. We are raising it to a proper level. Flatten and height. So here I get a weird little widget that I cannot even alter in size. Never mind. I will just do it. Later we can still do the fine adjustments once the terrain has been terraformed properly. $488. Okay. That will probably take a while. Oh yeah, anyways, the resources need to be gathered first. And as we can see, we have nearly lost all our firewood. But hey, at least people can now work on the clay mine, right? So, time to allocate a few more people to food production. Ah, look, that area here is now nearly clean. But haven't you all been assigned to some tasks? Just saying. Yeah, the building area here still needs to be cleared. So we have more than enough wood. And you here can actually start working. I really want that clay mine. Okay, why are you people still gathering? I assigned you to another task. That's just weird. It's also interesting how now the ground texture changes. You know, because lack of resources and so on, and because it is now being worked. But still, since I don't want my people to starve, I will have to now gather the potatoes. The non-existent potatoes. I also wonder how you can gather potatoes now when they are not even fully ripe. This should not be possible. But hey, at least we are preventing our people from starving. So and later we will also be able to do some pies and so on. Later we will build a windmill. Okay, terraforming is apparently nearly done. Yeah. We can have up to 5 people working here. I noticed. Hey, of course, I don't need the clay mine. So, and as we can see, our vegetables are going up, and if we are not increasing our stuff heavily, our people will starve in the next winter. But those are just minor details, right? I hope a few people are soon ready to work, so that I can assign them. Again, a worker has died, a shack is now on fire. Hey, that's great. Great news. So, 53 out of 96, 54. Okay, at least for terraforming here will soon be finished. And then we can see how unclean I did this with a paint tool. Oh yeah, 3D terrain, always a win for games. Am I right? At least we have a few hundred potatoes. And we are also... we are not having as much firewood as I want. But at least the terraforming is soon finished. It will be fall by then. So I will have to assign most people to fishermen work. So now you're gathering here wheat, or grain. So maybe we can soon have a few more potatoes, so with that we still get somehow 2000 food. Look, here I missed a small part. Yeah, that is also a bit weird. Why do you give me here a paint tool for that? While on flatten the ground, I have other stuff available. Now here would be the question. Can we actually raise the ground here everywhere? Yes or no? No, we can't. It will always take the average height. That is not really helpful. Okay, the potato field is growing. That means we can still have a harvest. Oh, now this area here is finished. As I told you, ugly as fuck. But hey, now you can at least start building the clay mine that I always wanted, right? Where is it even? Ah, here. I was not able to see it thanks to a forest. That was regrowing. And come on, I need a few teenagers to grow up. I mean, here we already have a child community inside one building. Okay, it's early fall. Yeah, you will soon have to start with collecting the food. That winter will be rough. Finally, someone is ready to work. Okay, now start with gathering the stuff. We need our potato harvest. We need it now. So, and here a clay mine. Ah, this winter it should be done. So we actually are making progress. Okay, here we have now a few more gatherers. Teenager Isaiah has grown up and is ready to work. Oh, that's good. So, but we also need to get more wood, more logs. Just to ensure that we have enough to turn into firewood later. Building is almost full, right? I know that. But it's not our only barn. It really bothers me that it takes so long to produce bread. I mean, does it even... is it even profitable? If you produce bread at such a low rate? Isn't it even useful to do that? I honestly have no idea. But hey, at least we have now nearly 1,500 food. That should be able to help us for a while. And yes. Now we cannot apply the harvesters anymore. But we can have a few more hunters. And we can also send a few people into the clay mine. Oh shit. I totally forgot there are still things that can be harvested. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't need anything right now, as well as you. I want all 4 people to work here on this field and collect the last imaginary potatoes. As we can see, the amount of clay is growing. I'm really looking forward to having orchards later. So in the meantime, we shall correct that height. As well as here. I know we cannot do it in a very precise way. Okay, now our crops are finally dead. Oh, I can have more fishermen? That is interesting. Ah, I'm blinded by snow! Well, at least we can now build another bakery. Once we have a bit more wood, a few more logs. So I think we should now slowly decide on a new thumbnail again. The episode is over. Now the question is, what am I going to record after this? I think it is time to also go back to some Anno 1404 again, especially since Keralis is now doing that. He's now covering that, and I really have to thank him because, well, apparently quite a few people got to know this channel thanks to him. Oh, a baby has been born. That's nice. So maybe I will honor that by also covering Anno now. Maybe. Or I will just do the next episode of this year after that. Why not both? I have a lot of time this evening available. Yep. This will be a longer recording session. So, and here we can put them. We can allow a maximum number of workers there again. And now it's all hoping that we will survive the winter. 261 logs. Okay then. Okay then. Yeah, once it's day, we will do the new thumbnail. And in the next episode we will see whether the village starved to death or not. I mean, we have now over 50 people living here. That's already quite a big population. Teenager Tala has grown up, is now ready to work. Yay, 43 workers. Et voila, we have now the wood that we need for the next bakery. So, come on bitches, start working. Well, it's already night again. Okay, at that rate I will probably never be able to finish this episode. But food is running really, really low. I'm not very happy with that. But hey. That looks like a cool shot. Or does it? Yep, it does. So now the UI is back and yay, screenshot saved again. Because it's put on the same key and I am not allowed to change it. Because we developers are a bit retarded in some cases. Oh yeah, you cannot have everything. Nobody is perfect. And I need to accept that. And I hope you can also accept that the episode is now over. I hope you liked it. If yes, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And you know the rest. And I hope to see you back in the next episode. When we will probably go for more agricultural advancements? Oh. Doesn't really make sense. But yeah, when we do more stuff. Let's agree on that. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time. Bye bye.